It is party time, Mom. Welcome to another episode of the Chad Prather Show. It is Monday. Marvelous Monday. I love Monday evenings with you folks. It feels like I haven't been with you in a long, long time. In fact, it's been since, last Thursday night. We're here in the mothership, which is Studio 22, the Puppet Master Mark driving us into the nether regions of all things fraudulent and tyrannical and just absolute hypocritical. Chris Cruz is, of course, the man behind the scenes. He is the white noise that is between my ears. Lisa Page made me do it at the pub. Look at you. You look filtered even on TV.
Well, that's my life. How dare she wear a filter?
Don't you, Jaco, look at me. Jaco Booyens is in the hot seat. We're going to have fun, Jaco. Me and you are always serious when we're together. I don't want to be serious.
No.
Look at me. I'm dressed like a slob. I can't get to my clothing.
I like it.
I'm like a slob. People tell me that I'm not governor material. I want a T-shirt that says governor material.
Yeah.
Governor material.
Governor material. People say, and I don't know, I was at the lake, and yesterday I posted a picture of myself on the boat, and I wasn't wearing a shirt.
Yeah.
And people were like, this is not governor material. This is not governor behavior. You're shirtless. Well, of course, I had to post a picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
And Jesse Ventura.
Yes.
And the Messiah, Barack Obama.
Mm-hmm.
Had to, because he was always shirtless.
Yeah.
He's so svelte.
I wonder if he got shirtless at his 600 guest party.
Well, we're going to talk about that today.
Well, those who say, listen, this is not governor material, they want the same, then vote the same. You want something new, something to shake and shift, then maybe you get real. Exactly. Right off the boat, right from the rod and reel, right from the range. Come on.
That's what I try to prove to people. I'm like, the problem is we keep putting the same stuffed shirt people in office, and they can't relate to the average citizen.
Zero.
Right?
No.
So, anyway, I came in, and my dressing room here at Blaze Studios, Glenn Beck, was destroyed. The plumbing somewhere in the building, and apparently the pipe is messed up right in the concrete, the foundation underneath my dressing room.
Yeah.
No joke, when I showed up, I saw the door was cracked, so I thought you were in here, and I yelled at you. And then I pushed the door open, and I thought you fell in a hole or something.
Oh, is it really that bad?
Yeah.
So I am just going to be a slob this week. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm comfortable. I'm free swinging. It's all good.
No apology.
Too much information?
No, at least there's a pair in there.
There's a pair in there.
There's
a pair swinging.
There's a pair in there.
There's a pair swinging. And I don't know, but I'm 48. You get to an age where you don't care. But things swing more than they used to swing.
We got this video I got to show you in South Africa. It's called the lion walk. And when guys get a little warm around the fire, right? And it's all guys.
Yeah.
They drop and then they do the lion walk, and it's all about how free it swings, right?
You just dong dong dong.
No,
oh my gosh!
Be a man. Be a man.
I say this all the time. We're the Western civilization. We're the only culture in the world historically that doesn't have a ceremony that calls boys into manhood. We don't do that.
Yeah.
And you got to at some point in time say, okay, be a man. Mm-hmm.
Well, most of them are confused and they think they're women, so that's a problem.
There's a lot of that going on. I want to deal with that some today. Today's going to be a fun show. We're going to talk about a little bit of that. We're going to make fun of culture. That's what we do. And I can't wait to make fun of the Messiah, Barack Obama. His 60th birthday party was this weekend, and man, I'll tell you what, it is do as I say, not as I do. Mm-hmm. We're learning that. So many different things to get into on a Monday. We're back. It is going to be fun, Lisa.
Ooh, but I'm so cold.
Yeah, and my video got canceled. My video on Facebook got shut down. It went viral. It's the most, I would say, viral. It's 1 million views on Instagram. On Instagram, that's a lot of views.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
1 million views on Instagram. That's a lot for me. I know some of these people, they just burp them out in their sleep, but that's like Dwayne Johnson numbers in my world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway, when I talked about the force mandate and the jab, most people saw it, and it kind of felt good to get visceral.
Get it out there.
And I watched so many videos over the weekend on Instagram that had reposted your TikTok.
Yeah.
I mean, constant reposting of his rant.
Yeah. Just fired up.
Sometimes you got to flex a little.
Yeah. Even I was getting calls from celebrities and ball players and just different folks who were saying, yeah. Even Tony Robbins.
Whoa, really?
Tony Robbins was sending it influencer people, friends, and they were sending me. They were like, "Hey, my friend Tony Robbins just." I'm like, "You just name dropping Tony Robbins." Connect me with Tony. They were like, he'll send the private jet for you. I said, well, I'll sweep the driveway.
Yeah.
You wait.
Landed close.
Exactly, man. Lots to get into, so let's get to it. Hey, I want to remind you guys about our friends over at Home Title Lock. People say to me all the time, they're like, home title theft can't really happen. Like if somebody comes at, they try to steal my home's title, where a cyber thief goes online and they find your address, you have a lot of equity built into your home, and they sign a quitclaim deed claiming that they bought your home and now they're on your home's title. People say, that ain't going to happen. They'll notify me. They're not going to notify you about this thing because your basic identity theft programs in your bank and your mortgage company, they're not going to tell you. They don't protect against things like that. So what you need to do is you need to go to HometitleLock.com right now. You need to register your address to see if you're already a victim, and you will receive a complete title history of your home. They'll let you know. They'll also give you 30 free days of protection if you use promo code RADIO. Go to HometitleLock.com. That's exactly what I did, because I can't think of anything scarier than suddenly one day you're just getting evicted from your home, or you have all of these bills that are coming in and you didn't have anything to do with it. It's because they're taking out loans against your home and your mortgage. HometitleLock.com will help you out. Use code RADIO. Find out today if you're already a victim. HometitleLock.com. Going to be a good one. Hang tight. We'll be right back. Jaco, I don't know if you've ever been invited to Barack Obama's birthday party. I've never been invited to Barack Obama's.
No, but they know I won't go.
You won't go?
I'll say me +4 and then don't show and just laugh.
They'll give your bruschetta and champagne to someone else.
Yeah.
Oh, Barack Obama in his $umpteen million Martha's Vineyard mansion. They set up a tent. I don't know if you saw this. We talked about it last week. Right. They set up a tent that was bigger than the mansion. Mm-hmm. Right? Now, it's one thing to kind of throw a little patio party. But when you got folks flying in there, look at this thing. Look at that tent they set up.
That's like 2 football fields.
This is huge.
Yeah.
That's a party.
Yeah.
And, remember when Barack Obama became president? I mean, he was paying off his student loans. He was just like us, right? He wasn't loaded. They didn't have a lot of money.
From Chicago.
Yeah, just community organizer, right? And times have changed. Jay-Z, Beyonce were there, George Clooney, Oprah Winfrey, Steven Spielberg, all these big party goers. But do you notice right there? Let's just play you a little video right here from the DJ's perspective. You got that thing over there, Chris? Oh, here you go. Where's the Messiah? There he is. White man overbite. That's the white side of him. Coming out, big old hug. Look, well, she obviously got in a little trouble for sharing that video because they immediately deleted that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's bad PR right there. You know why? You know why I know that he has white man overbite? Because he wasn't wearing a freaking mask. There's no masks anywhere in that party.
That's right.
The whole party was full of white people because nobody was wearing a mask.
Everybody's just in there hugging. There's no social distancing. Yeah. Now, they had like 500 people invited. Apparently, they got a little blowback on that, so they reduced it down to a skeletal size of like $4.95. And so that's how many people showed up there. And, they're out there getting this thing ready to go and doing the whole deal. Look at them. They're getting off their jets, and they're coming in. They're going to Barack Obama's birthday party, going to party with the Messiah. And here they come, just unloading.
But we're not masked, but let's put our 4-year-old in a mask. Yeah, and we're outside. Let's mask her up.
Exactly. But they put them in a tent, and they're all getting off there. Do you have that CNN clip where they talk about the Obama party? Pay attention to this hypocrisy.
Other people said, this is really being overblown. They're following all the safety precautions. People are going to sporting events that are bigger than this. This is going to be safe. This is a sophisticated, vaccinated crowd, and this is just about optics. It's not about safety.
This is a sophisticated crowd.
Oh, so what are we?
This is a sophisticated and vaccinated. High class.
Yes, vaccinated and sophisticated.
You know all the shedding that happened in that party? There was shedding going on. Not just dandruff, I mean. Right. I mean some little COVID shedding.
Now, Jaco, do you think that they will report any hospitalizations that should come from, if they said, oh, was he at Barack's birthday party?
No, they're not even going to look into it. But just newsflash, just remind him, he's not I wore this shirt for a reason. I follow God the Almighty, right? But I thought he's not. I thought he's number 2. I thought Sippy Cup Joe beat him. He's the most favorite president in Black America ever. Yeah. So maybe newsflash, maybe they're behind the wrong train there.
I've started using that phrase, actually, Sippy Cup Joe.
Sippy Cup Joe.
President Sippy Cup. Yeah. I like that. And he wasn't at the party.
No.
Conspicuously absent. No. Probably because he drank his Ensure about 3 and was in bed by 3:45.
You're right.
And had a little tapioca for breakfast or for dinner. And this thing, they... John Legend, Chrissy Teigen, Dwayne Wade, Gabrielle Union, his wife, Don Cheadle. I mean, this was a veritable who's who. What I really appreciated was John Kerry. John Kerry flew in on his private jet. Of course, he is the U.S. Special Presidential Envoy for Climate. And this was right before the the USPCC or whatever. Yeah. He flew to that, where they're saying these are dire warnings about the climate. I mean,
real climate.
I mean, this is really happening.
Real trouble. I'm going to bring you a little COVID to the party. I just picked it up. I just picked up some shedding over here. I'm just bringing it to you.
Any vaccines? Anybody need a vaccine? We're handing them out. And then, of course, he jumps on his jet and he flies to the conference where they say, we've been talking about this for a long time, but let me tell you, climate change is really happening. Yeah. These guys are frauds.
Absolutely.
They're fraudulent. I mean, so I want to say thank you to the Obamas for ending COVID, for proving that masks are useless, proving that no matter what happens, you're safe. Even if you live on a private island, even if you live on Martha's Vineyard right there on the coast, you don't have to worry about climate change and polar ice caps melting because it's not going to flood. None of this stuff's going to happen. No. So if you wear a mask now, you're in violation of Obama's standard. That means you're racist. If you wear a mask, you're racist. Okay?
Just follow the former president.
That's exactly right.
I encourage everybody to follow the former president of the United States. Throw a big party, invite your friends. Yeah. No mask, just back to normal.
There's that picture.
Barack made me do it.
Is that them sharing the COVID, that little lightning strike that's happening between them? I mean, is that them just sharing the COVID with each other? They're just sharing the vaccine energy.
Yeah.
It's electric.
Well, I bet that girl got a cussing. I bet they were like, what are you doing sharing this video with Barry Soetoro back there with the white man overbite shaking his little groove thing? This is...
must have been some like Jamaican theme going on, because why is everybody dressed like they're...
black? They're not black. No. This is an African American. I'm sitting next to me.
Prove it to you.
He's from South Africa.
2 passports. South I am an African American.
That's right. He's an African American. That's legit. Oh my gosh, man. Anyway, you don't have to worry about it. Barack Obama, he really is a miracle worker. He really is. Yeah. He has ended COVID in our time.
And I don't want to hear anybody that was at his dumb party. You don't want to hear any of them say no, like coming up with a vaccine commercial or shaming anybody else that's not wearing a mask. Nobody that was at that party has a right to speak.
No,
none of them.
Not a word
at all. But they will. They will, and they will, because they'll tangle themselves in the web of lies. Yeah. Can't remember what they said, but it's okay though. He led by example. Yeah. Now we have the ticket.
That's exactly right. There it is. But and what people need to do, we make fun of these things, but people need to use this. This is ammunition.
Absolutely.
This is real ammunition. Somebody wants to come at me. I did that video last week talking about getting the jab and the history of COVID, about, it started with eating bats and that wasn't true. Then it started with this, went to that and all this. And they shut me down for false information. I'm like, that wasn't false information. Mm-hmm. All of these things were what we were told. But that got shut down. But they keep on doing this. They're not even going to put a warning out there.
No, but thank you. I should say thank you for the info. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, former president.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you. We will use it. We will play that video often, all day long.
So I love when they came down to a skeletal crew, when they tried to figure out who was disinvited from the Barack Obama party. One person that stood out. Now you would never know this. The media would never tell you this, JB, but let me tell you who was disinvited. Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah.
Nancy Pelosi was not invited to President Obama's party. She should not go. Now, she was on Martha's Vineyard. Why was she on Martha's Vineyard, Chris Cruz? Why was she already on Martha's Vineyard?
I love her quote.
Yeah.
I'm already attending other parties.
Other parties.
So the Obama party was already on her list. So she was like, Obama party. Oh, Obama cancel? Okay, never mind. Let's just go next door and go to that party. And then, let's go to that party too. And by the way, was I the only one that thought Martha Vineyard was in California?
You were the only one.
Okay. Because after the pictures,
I'm pretty sure
like,
you were the only one.
This is not California. Yeah. This is somewhere else.
Yeah, you're definitely not a Kennedy. But we can look at you and know that. I don't even think you're welcome in Camelot. Listen, what's funny is apparently the elites have a lot of parties to go to.
Yeah.
They don't worry about social distancing. They socialize. Because Nancy had a lot of parties in which she could attend. And she had other parties to go to. She was on Martha's Vineyard. She obviously got disinvited. We know this. Tom Hanks got to go, but the Speaker of the House didn't go.
Yep. But
Bradley
what you really
Cooper.
say, what I'm hearing you really saying is there were multiple parties, right? So COVID is really over. There were multiple parties. So I'm encouraging anybody that at these parties, send us some of these pictures. We need them too.
Exactly.
We want to see. We want to celebrate with you.
I want to celebrate with you.
We want to vicariously live through the party experience with you.
I want to gather like a George Floyd funeral. That's how I want it. I want everybody together. Everybody together. I want to take these masks off and come out like a homo coming out of the closet, man. I want to be that free. That's how free I want to be.
You want to be free balling it all the way.
I want to swing like a lion.
That's right.
Like a lion walk.
Bong, bong,
Yeah.
bong. I do, man. I want to come out so hard that
But it's good. It's all good. I'll rescue you on this one.
And by the way,
you.
Chad, when I was looking for pictures for the other parties that Nancy Pelosi attended, I could not find anything other than what she posted on her social media.
That's right. You know what I picture?
I even went to the the company that we use for pictures. I put Obama birthday party, 0.
Yeah.
I put Nancy Pelosi, 0. So I need to know where that chopper that flew over the vineyard and took all those pictures with those paparazzi styles.
Yeah.
Chad.
Nancy.
Let's go.
Yeah, come on.
Listen, here's what I picture Nancy doing the other night, Saturday night, is sitting in a bed and breakfast somewhere.
Yes.
On Martha's Vineyard with a $60 quart of chocolate ice cream, crying. That's
right.
I'll just tell them I had other parties to go to.
And she was probably trying to
right.
eat her ice cream through her damn mask, too.
Yeah. Now, I see a party where she has Schiff,
Yeah,
and
Schiff.
Nadler on like Zoom with her.
Just sitting on a Zoom call.
Adam, tell him we had a party.
Yeah.
Tell him we had Rocky Road.
Just having an ice cream party. And you know Gerald Nadler's fat ass was all about that. That guy waddling around, my gosh. They're busy. You know what? You know why they're so depressed? They don't have anybody to impeach anymore.
Yeah.
Like they
right.
can't make that little impeachment walk. Poor Gerald Nadler. You know when they impeached
He's lost
Trump
all purpose.
and they were doing the little walk and Nadler was having to like double step like the lollipop gill to
Like
keep
a
up with the
penguin.
rest of the group. Yeah. Little short legs. Yeah. Oh
Now
my
you know
gosh.
how I feel, damn it.
Yeah.
Oh.
You need a little step stool to push the buttons in the elevator. Man, Bruce Springsteen, who wasn't there? Jennifer Hudson?
But this is how he ran his presidency, right? It was
Yeah.
more about celebrities,
Right. It was all
shooting
about
basketball.
Shakira.
Yeah, it was not
You know,
about policy.
Shakira had to cut because Barack Obama never wanted to be president. He wanted to be a celebrity.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a rat's ass.
How he became a celebrity was irrelevant.
Right.
It happened to be the White House.
So you go back and do a little research. You go check it out. David Geffen. They had other choices besides Barack Obama. I mean, just a little history lesson here. But David Geffen, billionaire of billionaires, basically picked, he hand-selected. He didn't like some of the other choices. He told Barack Obama, he said, you stick with me, I'll make you president.
Yeah,
That's
but
exactly
you got to
what he
sprinkle in some Louis Farrakhan and some
There's
Jeremiah
all the
Wright.
influencers. And
Bring those
and
folks in, who helped a little bit. Who helped with Jesse Jackson.
Jackson. makes me miss Rush Limbaugh. Jesse Jackson. But this is, he wanted to be a celebrity and he got it. So there you go. Sorry, Nancy, you missed out on the party. I could just see her just crying tears of Rocky Road. You know?
Yep. Into her pints of Jenny's.
Little round Gerald Nadler's falling from her eyes.
It's like a Sex and the City episode where she sits and go, a party is one, right? It's a party of one, right? You can't have a party by yourself. And she's just going through it.
Nancy. Oh, my gosh.
Wow. But COVID's over.
COVID is done.
COVID's over.
We announced it right here on the Chad Prather Show.
Because the former president showed us.
Did it. What I encourage everybody to do when this episode is over with is go to where podcasts are offered, leave a 5-star review and rating. That's what we deserve, because right here, you heard it right here. COVID's over. Mm-hmm. It's done. You don't have to worry about it.
Just follow.
And when I see your shirt, I want to wax eloquent and spiritual. I want to say I'm not worried about the Delta COVID.
No, what are you talking about?
I don't worry about.
Not my way. Not the government's way. What are you talking about?
I don't worry about the Delta variant. I got the Alpha and the Omega variant. What?
Absolutely.
What? Tell me that won't preach, Chris Cruz. You heathen.
It's preaching.
You know what else will keep you healthy from the COVID? This is not an official statement, but I will guarantee you it'll keep you healthy. You got to use some of that Brick House Nutrition, baby. Field of Greens. That's what you got to do. You take it. They just sent me 2 big old jugs of the new lemon lime. Flavor. It's delicious, actually. You take that powder every morning, take a scoop of it, put it in your water, stir it up, shake it, and drink that stuff down. It's going to give you 18 essential fruits and vegetables.
I've never had it. I need some.
It's delicious,
good.
Dude. It's really good. It is really good. I drink
it
every morning. That's why I'm so svelte. That's why I can take my shirt off at the lake and be governor material. I mean, non-governor material, and just be proud of it. And most of those drinks like that, they only rely on one fruit or vegetable. This has 18 clinically proven prebiotic, probiotic. Give it to your athletes in your home, young, old. It doesn't matter, folks. Use this stuff. It is a great nutritional supplement. You can go to brickhousechad.com. Get 15% off your first order with the promo code CHAD. I spell it Chad. That's Brickhousechad, which is what I look like on the lake.
He's honestly. A brick house. He's mighty.
House, mighty.
Let it all hang out.
BrickHouseChad.com. They're going to give you 15% off that first order with promo code Chad. Chad.
Spell it CHAD.
At checkout. Go there. We got more to get into. Hang tight. Be right back. You kind of get the sense that even celebrities at this point are kind of getting fed up with the hypocrisy and the doublespeak and like some of these people who have a platform and a voice.
Yeah. I'll tell you why. It's because they're seeing their own parties turning on them and they're coming after them too. Because when you don't fall 100% in line, I said it before, like Hillary, she'll eat her young. They will eat their own. Yeah. And they thought for a minute they were immune. Saw it in Highland Park, Dallas, recently. People who had the BLM signs and all the things, all of a sudden they're coming after them. Hey, we know you had the sign and you donated. Now you need to not send your kids to the Ivy League school.
There you go.
Yeah, that got circulated, right? Yeah. Saying, wait, what?
Yeah.
Coming after me now? And that's why you're seeing that.
Say it all the time. House of Cards falls in on itself. Bad logic will expose itself.
Absolutely.
We're seeing it with Andrew Cuomo. Governor of New York. Right. We're seeing that because, they didn't care that he killed 15,000 people by putting infected people in the nursing home. He
got an Emmy.
Nope.
They buried everything because you know what? And I said this back then during the election, during campaign season. I said over and over again, if something were to happen to Joe Biden, they're going to push Andrew Cuomo into that deal. He will be their candidate number 1. So they had to bury all the crap.
Yeah.
And now they're about to start impeachment proceedings.
They don't need him anymore, so now they can eat their own.
And that's exactly what they do.
That's how they work.
They have no choice but to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But I bring that up because one of the dudes that's just been on a tear lately, besides myself, of course, with my video that got 1 million views on Instagram, by the way, that you need to see.
That's a big deal, by the way.
It is a big deal.
It's a big deal.
That's Dwayne Johnson's size, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. But Joe Rogan, the Joe Rogan Experience, of course, he's been fired up. He's been talking about this. Play that clip there, Marcus.
When you give people freedom, you let people do whatever the they want to do, they actually find ways to succeed and grow and thrive. But as soon as you put the boots to them, as soon as you tell them you have to do this or you can't do that. You have to listen to me. Now you have a mini dictator. You have one step away from a king. You have a one step closer. You're moving one step closer to dictatorship. That's what is happening. That's what's going to happen with a vaccine passport. That's what's going to happen if they close borders. You can't enter New York City unless you have your papers. You can't go to here unless you have that. You can't get on a plane unless you do what I say. And people say, whoa, it's all about protecting people from the... No, it's not. It's not, because we've shown this is a fact.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Barack Obama just proved it with his actions.
Absolutely. Look, Rogan, the second he moved to Texas, it's like the cuffs came off, man. I'm proud of the guy. It's like he's starting to, and I think you're going to see him pick up stride. He's speeding up. Yeah. He speeds like, wait a minute. It's almost like, they live in that LA, New York bubble, and they're so suppressed and oppressed, even as free as his voice was. And he gets back out here, and you're just stretching a little, wearing shorts a little again, governor material.
Free swinging.
Free ball.
And you go,
Yeah. And you go, wait a minute. We need freedom. And that's what you're seeing.
The point he makes is valid. You give people freedom and they start finding ways to succeed.
Of course.
You put the boots to them. And I made a little video on a TikTok that did pretty well this week, where I said, once you give these dictators, no matter how little the dictator is, you give them the power, you got to fight to get it back. So let's go back. Just a brief little history. And this was I was listening to Joe Rogan. I was listening to that clip this morning. And I went back to remember 14 days to flatten the curve, to stop the spread.
Slow the spread, yeah.
Slow the spread.
So 14 days. And I'm thinking, like, why did they do that? Like, they didn't come all out and say, we're going to shut you down for the next 2 years. They had to give you just a little bit of tyranny. They knew you weren't going to embrace a 2-year deal. So they gave you a 2-week deal. And they said, okay, if you'll just do this. And once we obeyed... For the 14 days, guess what? They had us.
Yeah, of course, because it's a slow fade.
Yeah.
This is literally, and I mean this, even wearing the shirt. Shout out to Jamie Lynn Wallnow for the shirt, by the way. Thank you. It's a slow, this is how Satan works.
Yeah.
It's not just a jump from here to over there. It's a stair step. You slowly graduate into obedience and into submissive behavior. So they had to take 14 days, guys. Come on, you can hang on 14 days.
You can hang on 14 days.
14 days, like, it's not, well, hold on, just another day longer. It's like a promise delayed to a child, right? At some point, the child's going to call you out on your BS, right?
How many times have you been like at dinner or something like that, and you say to your kid just to calm them down, hey, when we get to the house, well, you're not going to have to give it to them because they're going to be asleep by the time they get to the house, right? And you're like, okay, didn't have to.
And now when you really take stock and you look back and you go, wait a minute, how far have we come?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Shut the world down. Yeah. Broke economies. Had a president tell us we can spend our way out of inflation. All the crazy stuff. Yeah. And now you got to backpedal so much crap.
Yeah.
Right? That it's almost a mountain that you're fighting, but it's slow, it's incremental.
Now let's imagine, if you will, let's go back to January of 2020. And think about what we knew then, which was virtually nothing, right? They had released some Instagram videos out there, people feigning in China and locking people up in China. And we were like, oh, man, what's going on, right? But we didn't know what was about to happen in America. Now, I want you to play this clip from one Mr. Busta Rhymes. Now, you wouldn't think this would be coming out of a guy like Busta Rhymes. But imagine watching this video back in January of 2020, and you'd be going, what in the hell is he talking about? Play the clip.
In the last 15 months, COVID could suck a all these little weird government policies and mandates suck a Stop trying to take our civil liberties away. Feels good to be back outside. We outside for real. It's called the God-given right of freedom, right? No human being is supposed to tell you you can't even breathe freely. A mask. I'm saying. Some of y'all might feel differently, but your mask.
Now, I mean, he wasn't pulling any punches. No. Right there.
Yeah, but people are being pushed into a corner, and you put a dog in a corner, and it realizes it's in a corner. Yeah. Even this beautiful little pup running around here, it's going to say, I'm going to find a way out. And that's what you're seeing. And to a degree, revival happens, under persecution.
Sure.
And so maybe we needed a little bit of love, just to be reminded that, hey, they're pushing us in a corner.
Yes.
And we're looking behind us and go,
Yes.
we've backed up so far, there's no more backing up.
Yeah.
Because, the stuff that's happening in this country, there's no more. Backing up is off the cliff if you back up anymore.
Right.
And now you're going to see guys like this who break the status quo. You wouldn't think. A black rapper is going to, no, it's like going against the government. No, but it's going to happen. It has to happen.
It's happening. In tough times, create strong men.
Yep.
That's what's going to happen. Right now we have weak men. A lot of beta males,
Yep.
a lot of soy boys out there. They feminized males. We talk about free swinging. People are like, oh my God, I can't believe you're saying such a thing. Okay.
Get a little. Maybe we should launch a testosterone brand capsule or something. Some testosterone. Just drink this.
Something.
Drink this.
Something. Make you man up again.
Go to NASCAR. Smell gasoline. Go shoot something. Get gunpowder on your hands. Something. Just hunt something.
Something.
Something. Candace Owens posted something over the weekend that said, like, women, go and marry a man. Marry a strong man who can, like, fix things, have children, raise them right? And basically stop believing the rhetoric that you're hearing from the mainstream media and these celebrities that are downplaying the fact or making you feel guilty because you want to, you want to stay in a solid marriage and you want to wait till marriage and you want to have kids and you want to stop listening to all that.
Yeah.
And
preach.
Yeah, it's just.
No, this is it.
And over the weekend, I also did read, or there's somebody that posted a meme, and it's so true. And it said, you want to comply because you want this to all go away, but you keep complying, and it's never going to go away.
It's the pinky in the arm.
Yes.
You feed a stray cat. What does it do, Chad? It comes back.
Yeah, it keeps
and
coming
we're telling
back.
the government, keep coming back because we need you. We don't need you. I want to shrink government that
Gotta
is so,
go.
buddy,
Yeah.
it's so small. We go, what government?
Yeah.
Like
Find it. We can't even find them. They're decentralized. They minimize. They're gone. Self-governed, state by state.
Make politics boring again.
Boring.
Yes, that's a good T-shirt.
The number one celebrity today is a politician.
Politician.
That's not right.
You should not know the name
That
of the
equals
Secretary of the Interior.
That equals corruption. Just go look at the Dominican Republic and Haiti and Venezuela and South Africa that's on fire. When a politician becomes a celebrity, a.k.a.
Barack Obama. Let me be clear.
You got corruption.
That's what's happening.
Yeah.
If the government is pushing it, there's something wrong.
If they're pushing it, it's broke. Okay? It's
Something
not right.
wrong. And if the
Something's
mainstream media is pushing it, something's wrong. Speaking of pushing it, Dr. Anthony Fauci, chief medical advisor to President Joe Biden, is forecasting a tsunami of vaccine mandates once the Food and Drug Administration awards the COVID-19 vaccines official authorization. He told USA Today that he expects a flood once they get the FDA approval. Organizations, enterprises, universities, colleges that have been reluctant to mandate at the local level will feel much more confident. Listen, if I could mandate everybody buy one of my T-shirts, watch chad.com/store, go to where all the fun stuff is. I get in trouble with the executives here. Anyway, they could say, if you want to come to this college, this university, you got to get vaccinated. If you want to work on this plant, you have to get vaccinated. Well, guess what? They just announced today that if you're in the military, if you're in the United States military, you must mandatorily be vaccinated.
Yeah.
They just announced that today. And guess what? Greg Abbott, King Abbott there in Austin, Texas, the governor of Texas, he's now allowing mask mandates to happen in the Dallas school districts.
Yep.
That's handed down today.
It's them are fighting words.
They are.
Right there.
That's
this
exactly
is
right.
a no-go. What if the million-man American military, let's just say 400,000 of them just say, no.
Yeah.
No. Make me.
Exactly.
Well, you got to get fired. Lose half your military. Make me. Like they would care. They want to cripple this nation to its knees.
They want globalization, weaken the American citizen. They want to weaken the economy. The dollar is already destroyed. We're walking on thin ice, and they enjoy it. They love it.
They want a
it was
godless
the globalist
nation.
agenda.
Yeah. They want
Barack, the
It's
party animal
Marxist.
himself, he wanted to fundamentally change America. Here you go.
Yeah.
This is what we've got. I'm thinking of getting like another booster for the Pfizer, getting a Moderna, a couple more Johnson & Johnsons, maybe some Clorox. I'm going to get it all in me. I'm going to pump it. I'm just going to pump myself full of it, dude. I'm going to be walking around. My balls are going to be glowing. Like, you want to see these?
This is a true story. I had this massive hip surgery, like hip reconstruction. Rugby is a tough sport, man. I played for a long time. And the doctor came to me and said, hey, listen, there's this food we give to dogs for golden retrievers and their hips and whatever. He's like, if you want to try it, you want to play again. I was like, give me that.
Give me the Alpo.
Give me that sucker.
Give me the Alpo.
Give me that Bob Martin.
Right? The dog came running out. I yelled Alpo.
So I took Bob Martin's Alpo. You're here. Yeah,
hang tight. We'll be right back. So we've been doing a section here a little bit called "Let's Make Chad Feel Guilty." I don't know how this one's going to make me feel guilty. I've talked about swinging and glowing balls. I don't know, and I never know what this clip is. So surprise me here. I know what it's about, but just surprise me.
Gender is a cultural construct, specifically a culturally constructed caste system designed to oppress women and benefit men. Woman is not a feeling. I don't feel like an anything. It's a social class determined by your material condition in a patriarchal society. Cis women have their reproductive organs regulated by government legislation with abortion bans and birth control restrictions. Both cis and trans women are systemically raped, sex trafficked, fetishized in porn, and abused by their male partners. Men, on the other hand, literally run the world. They own the vast majority of wealth, land, industries, enterprises, and political power. The reason men commit crimes like rape and domestic violence on a structural level is not because of their DNA, but because of gendered socialization. And it's important for women to examine the ways that we've been socialized as well. Why do we feel ugly when we don't wear makeup or shave? Why do we fake orgasms during sex, prioritizing our partner's ego over our own comfort or pleasure? Why do we constantly apologize for just existing? We need to stop socializing people into the roles of men and women, which are inherently patriarchal, and instead allow people to live as individuals and form their own self-expression. Feminism should be about gender abolition.
Is it wrong for me to say I'd hit that? Like she's kind of cute. I mean, if she just shut up.
I was gonna say she's cute until she starts talking.
And the funny thing about it is, like, why can't a woman like that say something in 120 seconds without having to do it in 8-second bites and clips?
Right,
and
exactly.
Keep editing yourself.
Exactly.
Why can't you free flow?
Yeah.
And have a thought?
Contradicted herself, like radically. Contradicted herself. You know?
Yeah.
I just say this. This may be super controversial, but brother,
bring it,
brother. If you were not born with a uterus. Right? And you do not have the ability to push a baby out of your body.
Come on.
Mama. You, in fact, cannot be a woman.
That's right.
And why every single woman on planet Earth is not livid that men go, oh, it's easy. It's easy to be a woman, you know?
Yeah.
Right? So I don't know, where do these feminist groups, they're not fake. No. I say this, man. 2 genders. Do you have a uterus?
Yeah. That's
2
right.
genders.
I have never met a man that's pushed a baby out.
No.
Ever.
Nor will you.
Never.
And you've told me, you speak to these groups, and you're like, how many of you were birthed by a father?
I go and I say, hey, if you came out of the womb of a man, raise your hand. I've never yet have a hand go up. But you can have some organs put on, plaster on, strapped on, do whatever. It doesn't make you a woman.
Can we play the old man? Let's play this little clip. Where was this, by the way? What town do we?
This is Washington State.
This is Washington State. That explains a lot. All right, I like this guy. Play it.
You are nuts. You're not a woman. You don't look like a woman. You don't act like a woman. Now, I don't care what they do, but don't come in here and complain to me about stuff. I have free speech.
Zucker says anyone who disagrees with him does not need to spend money at his store, where that sign was still visible today.
And everybody's loved it. Everybody's taken pictures of it. Everybody laughs.
Not everybody loved it, as we saw.
Well, yeah.
And some people think it's hurtful.
Well,
he told us that this hurt.
But here's the thing. I don't give about feelings anymore. I'm 78. I went to Vietnam to fight for all this. Do you think I care about some feelings? Absolutely not.
I love him.
Yeah.
We need to have him on the show.
Yeah, and listen, he said Vietnam. So that's a guy who fought for his country, who got off an airplane and was spat at.
Yep.
in this country. Now you're going to think about some leftist feelings? I think not. Dr. Zeus.
Good for him.
He just said what it was. And this was, of course, the person he was confronting, or that was confronting him, was Councilwoman Tiesa Meskis.
Or a water buffalo.
Who was a very tall woman.
Very big water buffalo.
Who obviously went to pick a fight. Who obviously went with cameras to stir up and to violate a guy's freedom of speech. Obviously, clickbait, and got 6 love.
Yeah, and you're out. You're gonna need a hip replacement. But Don Sucher, or however you say his name, he's got the Star Wars shop in Aberdeen, Washington. He said, if you're born with a D, you're not a chick. But I love how he yells at him and goes, "You're nuts."
I love it. I hope
this show is nuts today.
It's thriving.
Go support that shop. Buy all the Star Wars stuff.
All the Star Wars
Just buy it out.
Man.
Support him.
Glenn, you know what? Glenn Beck
like
is
Godoya,
the Star
like
Wars
you supported
guy.
Godoya. Yeah, Glenn should buy up that whole
Glenn
shop.
should buy the store.
Buy the whole store.
Come on, Beck. Put your money where your mouth is.
By the end of the day, this guy will have a TV show on the Blaze.
That guy. Oh, my gosh. Anyway, they went in there to cause trouble, and you got what you got.
Yeah.
Anyway, man.
Pick a fight with a Vietnam vet. What are you thinking?
Yeah. I was sitting there watching that video. Like, I watched the whole interaction. I was like, well, what if the old man had just popped her one? Would it have been...
Exactly.
Would that have been hitting a woman, or...
No, they say you can't hit a woman. I thought you were a man.
What? And then, do you identify as a man now? If you do not identify as a man, then this should not hurt you. Boom.
Can you pull up the video of the girl, the TikTok? I know we got to move this real quick, but just freeze it on her real quick. The TikTok girl that we were just... Okay, she's kind of cute.
Yeah.
Kind of cute.
What?
Chad, it's about personality, bro. Please don't make the same mistake again.
I just want to objectify her for a minute.
Please, again.
I just
don't make the same mistake.
Listen, if you listen, we'll be right
back.
She probably writes for Cosmo.
Well,
it was a good one.
It was a good one, man. COVID is over. You don't have to worry about it. Listen, if you want privilege, I'll just allude to this. A lot of these celebrities out there, these white celebrities, by the way, are demonstrating their privilege, like Ashton Kutcher and Kristen Bell. They talk about not bathing themselves or their children. Apparently, that's the new thing.
What the?
Jake Gyllenhaal said, more and more I find bathing to be less necessary at times.
And it helps. It helps who? How?
Right.
Exactly.
It's a whole not bathing movement, apparently.
Well, good. Stay in California and be filthy.
Please stay in California. Smell that place
state.
up.
Yeah.
That's a self-repellent.
Yeah, I don't want to smell your patchouli oil. It's disgusting.
Yeah, your freaking scents.
Bro, I mean, it's a mental illness.
You know what we got to do now? We have to switch studios and go hang out with Sarah Gonzalez.
Yes, we are.
The News and Why.
We're going together. Go wreck. Came in like a wrecking ball.
I bet she doesn't bathe either. Miley Cyrus. You know she's
hell
nasty.
No. Have you seen her armpits? She doesn't
nasty.
even shave.
Hey, I would be remiss if I didn't remind you. Go to where podcasts are offered. Try over at Apple Podcasts, because me and Chris we're moving up in the ranks these days. Right there. And you can click 5 stars. Leave us a rating. Leave us a review. We only deserve 5 stars because we work hard for our money here, and we make really nothing for those 5 stars.
You do more than showing up. Like the left, Johnny gets a trophy for showing up. You actually do. Right. So you actually play the game.
We actually do things. Leave us a rating and review, folks. It helps us move up in the rankings, and we're trying to take over here at BlazeTV. Must be contract coming up. Anyway, we're working hard, folks. Jaco Booyens, of course, be following him on the Instagram.
Thank you.
And check us out tomorrow. Important show tomorrow night. You don't want to miss it. Be right here. Love you. God bless you. We'll talk to you tomorrow night. Bye.